Hey everyone, so I'm here to bring you my conclusion to my little Ninja Turtle series where I've been reviewing each and every Ninja Turtle production that's been released into theaters. So a quick rundown is, I gave the very first movie from 1990 a B+, I gave The Secret of the Ooze a C, I gave Turtles in Time an A-, I gave the CGI animated TMNT a C-, and I gave the predecessor to this movie a B. So a little bit of a rundown of this film is it's been 2 years since the predecessor's movie, and the Shredder was defeated, and the one who took the credit had to be Vern Fenwick, now nicknamed the Falcon. Someone had to take credit for defeating Shredder, and the Turtles can't reveal themselves. And the Turtles are kind of bummed out that they saved the city and they just can't get the credit. Leo is fine with it, but the others, especially Mikey and Raph, not so much. And Shredder is supposed to be sent to a different jail, but Shredder was prepared for that, and he ends up escaping despite some interference, and some witnesses, including Casey Jones, played by Stephen Amell, it all leads into the discovery of an ooze that ends up transforming Shredder's little prison bus mates, Bebop and Rocksteady, into mutants, and then it turns out that a reverse contamination of this mutagen, or however Donnie calls it, it could end up being revolutionary for all the Turtles, but the thing is, some of them want that, some of them really don't. Now, some things that I like about the 2014 movie is that I felt the filmmakers gambled on a few decisions, but they ended up in the end paying off just enough, primarily because they kept the spirit of the Turtles up. They allowed Megan Fox to be an April that really walks toward all the danger and really contributes. She is far from being the damsel in distress that some people may expect. And I love the roller coaster Rube Goldberg contraption camera work. I love all the angles. It really does make you feel like you're on a roller coaster. And when I first saw this movie, I thought like, okay, it seems like there's a lot riding on this. It seems like there's going to be a lot of references to the old show. So it seems like this could be bigger and better. And you know what? I don't want to spoil it too early into the review, but I was right. I was very right. Now I wanted to go a little bit into the conflict aspect, which involves Leo and Raph. It always involves Leo and Raph. And you see, one of the main reasons I disliked the 2007 TMNT so much was I felt it really committed to the drama, but committed to the point of overkill, and Leo and Raph's arguments just drained all the joy out of the picture. But I felt that if there was a proper amount of joy and adventure and humor to put alongside the drama, then it would have been okay. Out of the Shadows, I feel, is a terrific example of what I wanted in the 2007 feature. Now, I wasn't a fan of Leo and his decisions in the 2007 movie, and I disagreed with him quite a bit in this one as well. But the 2007 feature kind of fully embraced Leo's decisions, if you ask me, but this one does not. I feel it properly balances them out. I feel that Leo and Raph both learn quite a few different things, and it really shows amazing character progression. And if you've seen this movie, then you definitely know which scene I'm talking about. There's a scene where I really did literally cry. I wanted to hug the Turtles so bad during that scene. It just felt so close to home, and I really, really wished that something could be redeemed about all of that. The emotions were so high in this feature that for the briefest of moments, I forgot that the story I was watching was fictional, in a Ninja Turtles production no less. And now let's go to Bebop and Rocksteady. The first time I saw this film, I thought they're a little too close up for my own good, a little too grotesque, you know? They kind of reminded me of Mikey in the first film where he's way too up close to the camera often. And in this film, I felt that Michelangelo's design was made a lot better. He looks a lot more handsome, I'll say it bluntly. And all the turtle designs for that matter. And he is not as often in our faces. But as for Bebop and Rocksteady, the more I thought about them, the more I really warmed up to them. One critic said that they were the cutest movie couple of that year, and I can't disagree on that. They seem perfectly fine becoming mutants as long as they have one another to fist bump and say, "my man," together. They're very strangely infectious and very funny and a terrific part of the film. And it's not just Bebop and Rocksteady that return from the cartoons. There's also Baxter Stockman, there's Krang, there's the Technodrome. As I said, there's Casey Jones. And also, as for Casey as well, he is a side character that has more development than most protagonists have in humongous dramas. We get to learn about his desires and how he's always been looked down upon, and yet at the same time, we also get to watch him wearing his amazing hockey helmet that I could swear is completely the same as Elias Koteas's. We can see him swinging hockey pucks like baseballs. The action scenes improve spectacularly from the first one. There is a plane crash scene. It's completely reminiscent of the plane crash in Uncharted 3, perhaps even better. I couldn't believe that it only took 2 years, really, or maybe even less, because this movie was announced about 8 months after the first one was released, so that's even less time to do all of this stuff. They use techniques that I feel filmmakers always say that it takes 3 or 4 years to properly put something like this together. All the action scenes are really amazing at keeping up that idea of a roller coaster feeling, and the very end, with the turtles all, I don't know, being properly embraced. I don't want to give too much spoilers, but, well, they are properly embraced. I felt that they really got a really good redemption arc, if you could even call it a redemption arc, I don't even care. And an ending theme where I had a giant smile on my face. I understand there are some points that I would have changed, like an obvious betrayal near the end, but still, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows is a movie that stuck with me. I think about it all the time. I couldn't stop thinking about it after leaving the theater for days on end. I gotta say, I urge everyone, even if they're not Ninja Turtle fans, even especially if they're not Ninja Turtle fans, to check this out. I bet it would change so many people's minds. So you probably weren't expecting this kind of grade to be given to this movie when I started this review, just based on how critics generally rate movies, you know? But I'm giving Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows an A+. And it really pisses me off to this day that we didn't get another one of these. I mean, it's true that it didn't fare as well as its predecessor. It had a lot of competition at the time, but I've heard news that they're working on a brand new film, maybe another Ninja Turtle dimension. And you know, 2 years after this was released, there was Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I have to say that that cartoon, I've been watching it, and it really got rid of some of the anger I felt. It's a really good show. But at the end of the day, Out of the Shadows, it will probably forever be my favorite Ninja Turtle production. So I would love to hear what you thought of Out of the Shadows, and what you think of all the Ninja Turtle movies, really. And I'll see you next time. Cowabunga, out.